good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. From the flight deck here, my name is Yang Long. With me in the flight deck is Captain Clive Tan. And on behalf of my crew, I would like to welcome all of you on our flight SQ6342 to Haneda. Flight time will be 6 hours and 4. Mr. Chong and your cabin crew, make sure that you are well looked after. I'm certain you enjoy your flight with us. For your safety, I recommend that you always keep your seatbelt fastened while seated. We'll be departing shortly. The progress of our flight is available on the flight path program or on your in-flight entertainment system. And thank you for choosing Singapore Airlines.
Cabin crew, door closed.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard SQ634 to Haneda. We are pleased to be carrying passengers of our Star Alliance partners. Mobile phones and tablets can be used on this flight. However, voice calls are not permitted. All other electronic devices must now be put in flight safe mode. Please note that the 5G function on your electronic devices must be turned off or disabled for departure. Please approach our cabin crew if you require assistance. In view of COVID-19, adjustments has been made to some of the services on this flight for your well-being. Please note that wearing a mask on board is compulsory. However, in the event of decompression where oxygen masks are deployed, do remove your mask before donning the oxygen mask. For more information on precautionary measures to safeguard your well-being, please refer to Singapore Airlines TV category on your screen. Thank you for your understanding. We wish you a pleasant flight.
皆様こんにちは。シンガポール航空 SQ634 便羽田行きをご利用くださいましてありがとうございます。この便はスターアライアンスメンバーとのコードシェア便でございます。羽田までの飛行時間は6時間40分を予定しております。携帯電話およびタブレット端末はご使用いただけますが、音声通話はお控えくださいますようお願いいたします。またその他の電子機器は機内モードに設定してください。出発に際しまして 5G での通信は禁じられております。5G 機能のついた電子機器はオフにするか、その他のネットワークに設定を変更してください。この便の機長はキャプテンタン、副機責任者はミス・エスター・チョン、日本人乗務員はビジネスクラス田野浦、そして後方は私山口でございます。ご用の際にはお気軽にお声かけください。新型コロナウイルスの感染対策のため機内サービスを一部変更いたしております。また機内ではマスクの着用が義務付けられております。ご協力をお願い申し上げます。なお、酸素が必要な時には酸素マスクが降りてきます。その際にはご着用されているマスクを外しになり、直接鼻と口に酸素マスクを当てください。新型コロナウイルス感染予防対策につきましては、機内エンターテインメントシステムのテレビ欄をご覧ください。
Taxiing hold short runway 02 center via taxiway Papa 5 Papa 7 Papa 4 Papa 1 Papa 5 Tango Tango 12 Singapore 264 Heavy.
Welcome aboard Singapore Airlines. As the safety equipment on this aircraft may differ from that on other aircraft, please give us your attention as we bring you through this important safety briefing and on a journey through Singapore. During takeoff and landing, ensure that your tray table is stowed away. Put the back of your seat upright and keep your shoes on. Before we take off, stow your luggage under the seat in front of you or in the overhead compartments. Make sure that your seat belt is securely fastened during taxi, takeoff, and landing. To fasten, bring the two ends of the seat belt together until you hear a click. Tighten it by pulling on the strap. To unfasten, lift the metal flap. We recommend keeping your seat belt fastened throughout the flight. Whenever the seat belt sign is turned on, infants should be lifted from the bassinet and secured with an infant seat belt. If there is a change in cabin pressure, an oxygen mask will automatically drop in front of you. Pull the mask down sharply. Place it over your mouth and nose. Pull the lateral straps to tighten it and breathe as usual. Secure your mask first before helping others. It is normal for the bag to not fully inflate. There are several emergency exits in this aircraft. Take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit, which may be behind you. Count the rows of seats to the closest exit in front and behind you. In the unlikely event of an emergency, or when you hear the command, brace, brace, assume the brace position. If you can reach the seat in front of you, lower your head and place it on the back of the front seat. Place your hands on top of your head. Keep your feet flat on the floor and heels towards your seat. If you can't reach the seat in front of you, lower your head and lean forward as far as you can. Place your hands on top of your head. In an emergency evacuation, floor-level lighting will lead you to your nearest exit. Before using an evacuation slide, remove any high-heeled shoes and be sure to leave everything behind. To put on your life vest, remove it from the plastic cover and slip it over your head. Pass the straps around your waist, connect the clip, and pull to tighten. Inflate the life vest by pulling the red tabs or blowing into the mouthpiece. Life vests have a whistle and a light to attract attention. Special life vests are available for children. Inflate your life vest only at the exit door and step into the raft. Life vests are located under or between your seats. All large electronic devices, such as laptops, must be stowed for taxi, takeoff, and landing. Lightweight electronic devices, such as mobile phones and tablets, must be switched off or set to flight mode. During these times, charging your electronic devices is also not allowed. If you're not using your device, it must be held in your hand or placed in the seat pocket in front of you. If your device drops into the gap between the seats, refrain from adjusting the seat and ask the cabin crew for assistance. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Smoking, including the charging and use of e-cigarettes, is prohibited throughout the aircraft, including the lavatories. Thank you for your attention. Refer to the safety card located in the seat pocket in front of you for more information. On behalf of Singapore Airlines, we hope you have a great time on board as well as in Singapore or anywhere else in the world we take you.
Cabin crew to your takeoff station.
Ladies and gentlemen, please fasten your seatbelts and drop your window shades. Thank you.
皆様、当機は間もなく離陸いたします。
Singapore Tower
シートベル
Singapore
トをもう一度お確
264
か
Heavy
め
ready
くだ
at
さい。
runway 02
ま
center
た
east
窓のシェー
departure.
ドは上まで上げてくださいますようお願いいたします。
Singapore 264 Heavy, wind 350 at 5. East departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 02 center.
Cleared for takeoff runway 02 center Singapore 264 Heavy.
Airspeed's alive. $80 knots.
V1.
Rotate. V2. Positive rate of climb.
818 ready for IFR departure runway 02 center. Singapore 264 Heavy, continue for east departure. Orlando 818 altimeter 29.83, wind tree 50 at 5. Cleared for takeoff runway 02 center. Singapore 264 Heavy, leading right airspace frequency change approved.
Singapore Tower Singapore 264 Heavy, continue for east departure. Singapore Tower Singapore 264 Heavy, frequency change. Singapore approach Singapore 264 Heavy is type Boeing 3 miles northeast of Singapore 4,300 feet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Singapore 264 Heavy, Singapore approach. Squawk 2076.
Squawk 2076 Singapore 264 Heavy.
Singapore 264 Heavy radar contact 5 miles northeast of Singapore 6,200 feet. Clear to the Charlie airspace. Maintain all navigation.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace Singapore 264 Heavy.
Singapore 264 Heavy contact Kuala Lumpur Center on 126.1. Good day.
Going to 126.1 Singapore 264 Heavy. Kuala Lumpur Center Singapore 264 Heavy 8,200 feet.
Singapore 264 Heavy, Kuala Lumpur Center altimeter 29.82 radar contact continue.
Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. From Planet here, my name is Yang Long. We are approaching Tokyo Haneda, and in a short while we'll be commencing our descent into Haneda. Currently, expect landing at time 10:03 in the evening. Then after about 5-minute taxi, we should be at our gate. Currently, there's a 1 hour time difference between Singapore and Haneda. If you'd like to reset the watch, currently is 9:19 in the evening. There is weather in Haneda, reported to be cloudy. Temperature is 27 degrees Celsius. Try to enjoy the flight with us. It's been a pleasure to have you aboard. And on behalf of the captain and crew, I would like to thank you for choosing Singapore Airlines. I hope to see you again. Cabin crew, please prepare for arrival.
皆様、あと45分ほどの飛行でございます。ただいまの日本の時刻は午後9時20分。到着時刻は午後10時3分の予定でございます。到着地の天候は曇り、気温は27度と報じられております。
2500. $1,000. $400. $300. $200. $100. $50. $40. 30, 20, 10.
Tokyo Tower Air Bosna 461 ready for IFR departure runway 05. Air Bosna 461 altimeter 29.74 wind 038 at 6. Cleared for takeoff runway 05. Singapore 264 heavy exit runway when able. Cleared for takeoff runway 05 Air Bosna 461.
Welcome to Tokyo Haneda International Airport.
At runway 05 ready for departure
Ladies
IFR
and
to
gentlemen,
Honolulu.
the seatbelt sign will remain on to fulfill arrival formalities.
Singapore 264
You may
heavy
unfasten
contact
your
ground for
seatbelt when the
101.77.
seatbelt sign is off. As disembarkation will be carried out in groups, please remain seated until your roll number is announced. Please take care when opening the overhead
121.7
compartments
Singapore
and
264
remember
heavy.
to take all your belongings
Goodbye.
with you. It's been our pleasure serving on this flight. Thank you for flying Singapore Airlines, a member of Star Alliance.
皆様、東京国際空港羽田に着陸いたしました。ベルト着用の際が消えます
Tokyo
まで
ground
は、
Singapore
ご座席にお
264
座
heavy
りのま
request
まお待
taxi
ち
to
く
the
ださい
gate.。
頭上の物入れは飛行機が完全に停止してからお気をつけてお降りください。なお、お忘れ物のございませんようご確認ください。準備が整いましたら、座席順にご案内させていただ
Taxiing
き
to
ます
gate 11 tree via
ご案内
taxiway
まで
Lima
お座
12
席
Lima
にて
Papa
お待ちくだ
11
さい。
Papa Papa 10 Victor Singapore 264
皆様、
heavy.
ご搭乗ありがとうございました。 この次もどうぞスターアライアンスメンバーシンガポール航空をご利用くださいますよう乗務員一同心よりお待ちしております。
The requested position is already assigned to another aircraft. The boarding requested.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may disembark now. Thank you for waiting.
皆様お待たせいたしました。機内前方にお進みください。
Passengers deboarding starting.